Hello, and welcome to spring semester 2024. My name is Dr. Sherry Harper Woods, and perhaps you've already experienced a course with me over past semesters. If not, nice to meet you. If you have, welcome back. I'd just like to spend a little time going over our substance use and recovery course so that you're aware of some of the content and what's expected. Give me a moment and I'll share my screen. I'm not sure why I can't find what I'm needing to. Nope, not that. No, not that either. Here we go. Show all windows. Okay. Okay. So hopefully you're seeing my window here. I want to go into our social work class. Excuse me. And the substance use and recovery course class, right here at the top, it'll say getting started, your syllabus, course context. You want to click on the down arrow here, and you have an array of information that will be helpful for you. First of all, you learn a little bit about my personal story with substance use and recovery and the exposure in my life that I've had and how that content shaped my interest in the course. Also, under the next tab, you'll find the course text. That's really important because there is a PDF available to you as part of the class. You do not have to purchase a book. So when you click on that tab here and go down, the text that you need, as well as your syllabus, is located here. So here's your syllabus and here's the text. Those are both located under where it says syllabus, course, and text. The next tab that you'll need to become acquainted with is important information about this course. Now, even though on the registration it said 7 weeks, students often are surprised that because this may be the first 7-week course that you have taken unless you began in the summer. So this course is 7 weeks. It will end around March 3rd, I believe. So just know that it goes very quickly and that the content contained, even though it's over 7 weeks, is still that you would receive over the 16-week semester. So if we were meeting in person, each class would be 2.5 hours per class with a minimum of 3 hours of out of class assignments. It's an online course, but you can expect that it will take that much time. Each week, in addition, is themed according to the area content that is required through the Ohio Chemical Dependency Board. So what this means is that when you finish this course, you can apply for your chemical dependence counselor assistance certificate. For $50, it would allow you to automatically receive that certification based on the content in the course. So the other information that you need to know is that the course is very comprehensive and includes a lot of information, a lot of different types of practices and way to learn the content, because as a result of it, you're actually eligible for a certification. And so the content in the course needs to be of a certain caliber to meet the requirements for the Ohio Chemical Dependency Board. But this allows you to have another certification. We're really excited about that, because with the epidemic of opioids occurring, not just in Ohio, but in many of our sistering states, agencies are looking for people who have experience in working with the population of chemical dependency, as it's called here through the state, but we call it substance use disorder population. They're looking for qualified social workers. And you may be saying, I have no desire to work with that population. Well, we found that whether you have the desire or not, even in community-based, private practice, school-based, we're finding that substance use recovery and disorder is coming up. So we want to make sure that you're equipped. So the course, like I said, is very comprehensive and has information to help you. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is to understand the format of each week. So if you've had my courses before, you're pretty familiar with this set up. There will be readings that you will be required each week to read. And so it will list and let you know in the schedule, the course schedule that's located within the syllabus, what readings you would have. You click here and it'll tell you for this week, you have to read from the text, chapters 1 and 2 and 4. It has an article here, a learner's guide, and a substance use counseling framework. So it has information about different sort of screenings. You want to read that information. This information is also going to be helpful for you when moving forward in the career. So you may want to print out a lot of the information that you're finding, because after the course is over, you don't have access to it or find it. You don't have access to it. You may also want to save it to a flash drive. Instructional media will be videos as such that will accompany what you're learning that week. And then the last is the assignments. And there are different types of assignments. For the readings, usually there'll be a summary note just so that you can summarize what it is that you've learned, how this information may be helpful in you as you move forward in your practice, and maybe questions that you still have lingering. There's a discussion board that is each week where you will receive a discussion board partner, and this will be your person that you'll be accountable for learning the information, accountable for participating in the self-care component of the course that isn't included. That is a requirement from our credentialing board with everything that we deal with as counselors and social workers. We've noted that people within the field experience burnout, compassion fatigue, and secondary trauma. And so it is a mandate that we add in from the beginning, how to care for yourself as a social worker. So you'll have a video that you'll watch each week. You'll discuss that with your partner. The good thing about the video is that the self-care practices are aligned to the 12 steps that are very common within the field of substance use and recovery. So you'll be getting an intimate look at the 12 steps and walking through that, as well as receiving some self-care for yourself. Now, it does include restorative stretching. You'll notice my husband and I doing the exercises. Some of the videos may be more challenging to hear. You can watch them too. So if you're having trouble with the volume, you can watch what we're doing and mimic that and answer the questions. If you choose, and this is by choice, voice and choice, not to do the exercise, you still should watch the video and discuss how this may have benefited your client or not. So the choice is around whether or not you participate in the video personally, but you still have to watch it. So that's the information found here. The biggest thing for I just noticed an error here. For this week is to make sure that you sign up for the Simulcase, that you sign up for the Simulcase that is listed there. So I went into a template for spring 2023. Let me stop share and go back in. It still had the information, but I need to show you something specifically to spring 2024. Give me a moment. So glad you're patient. And we'll go back into the course. Here we are. Okay. So under the assignments down here. So what I want to bring your attention to that is very important for this semester is down here, you see it says Simulcase Practice Simulation. I'm going to click on that. That's one of your assignments. You will need to very quickly go in and set up your Simulcase account so that then you can be added into a group and even access the assignment for the Simulcase practice. Now, it may take a day for me after everyone registers to add you into a course. So even though this course assignment due date is saying for the Simulcase practice assignment that is due on Sunday, you will have a few days after that to turn it in. Because it may take me a day or two for everybody to sign in to actually get you moved into a course. But this tells the information. So once you go through and sign up your course, it may be a moment before you actually see that you can access the assignment, which is to do the SimuCase practice simulation. Again, it's very important. Set up your account. Give me a day or two to put you into the group so that you can access this assignment. You will receive no point loss for turning in the assignment after the due date because it takes a while to set it up. So this course does include a simulation. Once you go into SimuCase practice simulation, you'll gain an understanding of what it means to do a simulation. It walks you through and gives you an example of what you may or may not say to your client. And I'm going to take you into SimuCase for a moment. The other thing I want to make note is that the discussion board, the journal for the first week are for 0 points because I want to give you time to learn about the course structure and what we have and not feel pressured with the points from the beginning. So there's 0 points. So as you do the assignments and learn to get familiar with my style, you'll learn the framework of the course. So the first week, there's no pressure. The SimuCase sample practice has points, but the points are earned just from you practicing. So let me go back to the screen here. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to share the screen and I want to go to the SimuCase. So this is SimuCase. You go into the there you'll set up your thing. See here the new students, it has my students here. I'm just going to add you to one of the groups. Within the groups, it will have your assignments. So once you have access and you have opened an account and you've been added to a group, you'll have your assignments. On here it'll say practice simulation, learning mode. It lets me know 0% has completed this and it's due for January 14th. So let's say you click on that simulation, you go into it. That is just the assignment. So it won't let me show you that there. Let's go through search simulations. I'm going to look for Ben, okay? Because I know that you have Ben as one of yours. I'm going to restart that. So each time you go into the simulation, you want to do it in learning mode. Learning mode allows you to see the questions as you go along, and it lets you know when they're right or wrong. And at the end, it'll add up the points for it, and it'll show you that you've completed it. You want to give me then submit within Blackboard the PDF, a picture, or the file that shows that you have completed the assignment. So you're completing the assignment in SimuCase, but you're showing me that by taking a picture, or it shows you the last page showing that you've done the simulation, uploading that into Blackboard so that it shows that the assignment is complete within Blackboard. So let me take you into the case. Once you go in, it's actually going to show you the percentage. It shows me how much time you spend in there. It lets me know if you use the skills check to change your answers, which is fine. It's a simulation. We want you to do this. But you need to know that the minimum amount of time since is set. So if you think you can like whiz through the simulation and do it in 10 minutes, it won't give you the points because that means that you haven't taken the time to gain the competence that's needed for that. So you want to take your time, go through each simulation, and it'll let me know in SimuCase how much time you spent, etc. But it also will, you'll need to save that final page and upload it. So I'm going to stop sharing here. So I've gone over quite a lot. I've shown you the setup of the course. I've most importantly asked you to sign in to Simulcase and set up an account so that I can quickly move you into a group and you can complete the Simulcase practice. However, I realize that some students may not sign in on Monday or Tuesday of the course and may not sign in until Thursday or Friday. If that's the case, you're not going to meet the completion time for the deadline for Sunday, but I'm giving you the flexibility of that as well. If you have any questions, you can email me. Again, welcome to the course. This is just a brief overview so that you have an understanding of what the course is like, because I realize it's most likely set up very differently from other courses that you have participated in. The next thing is to know that it's a 7-week course. So those big assignments towards the end, you have you have a treatment plan. I think that's in week 5. You have a self-assessment, a genogram that I'm asking you to do in week 6. You want to start before that week, right? They take time. And what I found in previous semesters is that students wait until the last minute. They don't have the time to do it. And then they either end up with an assignment that does not yield the grade that they expected because they didn't put the work into it, or that they don't have time at all to do the assignment and they ask for an extension. Extensions will not be granted for the end of the semester activities because then I don't have time to grade them and submit your grades. So plan ahead. The whole course is open. So you can look from week 1 all the way through week 7. And I think even in week 5, right before Ben's treatment plan is due, I put in the schedule on the syllabus, hey, you may want to start this ahead of time. So take a look, go through the course. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm open to, if you notice that something in there is unclear or has not been properly explained, or there's an error on the online learning, I am not offended. Let me know so that I can change it in the master so the students in the future will have a better understanding if there's something that I've missed. I revise the class every semester based on the comments that student gives. So it's really important to fill out your evaluations because I use those to help make the course better, as well as information is constantly changing. So every semester I try to increase the competence level of students and add things that are more beneficial. For instance, people who took this course within the last 2 semesters had a different type of simulation. We got some feedback. I noticed some things that students weren't coming out as competent as maybe they needed to be in substance use and recovery. So we changed our simulation. So I said that to say, email me. Let's communicate. If you find anything, if you have questions, I wish you a wonderful course. You can reach me by email, and we can schedule virtual meetings. All the best. And I look forward to talking to you soon. I'll likely pop in with another video. I may even also, before Ben's treatment plan, do a pop-up course. I'm sorry, a pop-up virtual time where you can sign in and ask me any questions about the assignment as well. So all the best. Take care.